I'm Angela Hughey. I'm the co-founder and president of One Community. Ever since I was a kid, I've just always believed in the power of storytelling, right? And that and telling stories that highlight our similarities. And so when I was in college, I was in creative writing classes and acting classes. It's always been about what's the story, what's this like common thread that can really bring people together. And then when I first left college, we actually had an independent film company. And made a feature-length film for like $12,000. The whole idea, what the universal theme was love, right? And how do you not accept someone who just follows their heart, right? And I think that was a love letter to my family who didn't understand just what it meant that I was gay. It was like, I'm just a person who just happens to love another person who happens to be a woman. And she also happens to be very awesome. And to be able to walk alongside of Sherry Owens for the last 30 years has been just an absolute gift. And then I am surrounded by this talented group of individuals and this team at One Community that are driven to the betterment of our state, to the betterment of our nation, that we understand, I think, the responsibility in the work that we do, that this is so much bigger than all of us, individually or as a collective.
What I really admire about Angela is that even in the face of just unbelievable challenge, she, more than anyone I've ever met in my life, remains optimistic and calm and collected, and she just is unfazed. And I find that to be really inspiring. And the work that she is doing in this critical time in history is unparalleled.
When we arrived at the point in history of having to address Senate Bill 1062, which was essentially the right to discriminate, we lamented over the fact that this was a major barrier that we had to get over together. While most of us worried over how difficult it was, Angela saw it as an opportunity to rise and meet the moment in history. She saw it as an opportunity to bring more people in, to build relationships of trust, and to educate people around truths and myth bust.
We knew that if we continued to be a state that was discriminating against our diverse populations, no one was going to live here, right? So if we continue to pass bad legislation where we discriminate against any of our diverse populations, it creates a sustainability drain for all of us. So it was really important that we stood up and took action against SB 1062, and that we created a mechanism so that everyday Arizonans had an opportunity to voice their opinion against SB 1062, and that was the Open for Business to Everyone signs, right? Which were everywhere throughout the state. And I think they sent a really loud message to then Governor Brewer and to our elected officials that we wanted to be a state that welcomed everyone. This year is the 10-year anniversary of the Unity Pledge. And I think that it's safe to say that most of us don't remember what Arizona was like prior to the Unity Pledge. It all starts with the Unity Pledge. Municipal ordinances start with the Unity Pledge. Beating back bad legislation that's meant to harm LGBTQ Arizonans or other marginalized communities all starts with the Unity Pledge. And the work that we are doing to get equality and fairness for all Arizonans over the line starts with the Unity Pledge. It's an impactful piece, and I think it's so impactful because it's tangible. Because a business or an organization or an everyday Arizonan really truly makes a promise, not just to One Community and to the pledge, but to themselves, that they are going to be change agents, that they are going to have the uncomfortable cups of coffee with their friends and their neighbors and their peers. It's a commitment to a better Arizona, and that's why the pledge is so impactful.
Angela is a perfect example of Valley leadership's principle of building trust. She brings groups of people together that are likely and unlikely allies, looks for the common ground, and then inspires us all to dream together. She's done that for years, and I'm excited for the future.
Not only does Angela build trust among the people she's uplifting, she builds trust across community partnerships, business owners, and I really want to highlight policymakers. Angela asks a lot of policymakers, and in return, she is the most trusted partner to them, and they know they can count on her. And she shows up time and time and time again for her partners.
With Angela, I've learned that it's not just about accepting the world that we've inherited. It's about together creating the world that we want. We can do and be better, and she inspires me every day to think about that and to think about legacy. Her life proves that one person can make a huge impact.
Congratulations, Angela. That does not even begin to underscore how much I believe in you and your vision and our partnership and friendship. I don't know what kind of community we would be. I don't remember Arizona before you, but Angela, you deserve this, and I'm with you 100%.
To receive this honor and this responsibility from Valley Leadership is something that is incredibly humbling, and I am beyond grateful for. To receive it along with Brian Spicker, who I just think is this absolutely remarkable human being and leader, adds to the joy of being Woman of the Year and also the responsibility that he and I take in the year ahead together. And I'm very glad that I have hair for my interview. You can leave that in there. I'm not ashamed of the fact that I was like, am I gonna have to wear a ball cap? And the hair worked out. It's so nice to be healthy.